Howdy, and welcome to the Mighty Mighty Chuck channel. I be Chuck. So in this video, I'm just going to play a game of Solitaire while I play some chapters from my audiobook. Envy is a terrible thing. This is the ebook. Envy is a terrible thing. It's a novelette. It's part of the Hearthville Serial. This is chapter 1 of Envy is a Terrible Thing. The Dudley family lived in a modest home on the cul-de-sac portion of Regent's Way, a fairly quiet road. The Regent's neighborhood was within walking distance of a long, winding, beautiful white public beach on Hearthville Lake. The beach measured nearly half a mile long. Although part of the Hearthville Lake was filled with water from the Hearthville River, part of the lake was fed by clear springs. Except after heavy rains, the lake water was clear enough so that swimmers could see the fish swimming in the lake around their feet. Elliot Dudley was the patriarch of the family. He worked at the Hearthville College in administration. Some people have been known to suggest he favored John Denver, mainly because of his haircut. Some mornings he drove to work, and some mornings he walked down to the lake where he had his boat docked. From there, he would get in his boat and set the throttle to a high speed to race across the lake like a bat out of hell. He loved the feel of the air and the bouncing of the boat as he sped to the college campus where he worked. Hearthville College was not across the lake, but just further down the shoreline, a few miles from where the Dudley family lived. Ellen Dudley was the matriarch of the family. She somewhat favored Mary Tyler Moore. She kept house and maintained the accounting records of some local businesses. Elliot and Ellen's oldest son was Stuart Dudley. Stuart was accomplished enough at football before his leg injury that he could have played at a professional level. As it was, he could no longer play college football at the Hearthville College where he attended, much less hope for a professional career in the sport that he loved. Stuart was 20 years old and stood 6 foot and 5 inches tall. He had brown hair and green eyes. He sometimes wore his hair in a buzz cut and sometimes he wore his hair longer. He was muscular. Elliot and Ellen's middle child was Victor Dudley. He was 19 years old. Victor had jet black hair and dark blue eyes. He stood a modest 5 foot and 8 inches tall. He was also more skinny than muscular, and some described his manner as gawky. Some people considered Victor's looks unkempt and odd, while some considered him cute. He was brilliant. He had helped design some patents and was rich, very rich. But regardless of his wealth, he still went to the local Hearthville College and lived at home with his parents and siblings. Though smart, Victor was more athletic than some people might think. Victor was accomplished, but there was tragedy in his past. He'd gone through something that not even his father knew about. Elliot and Ellen's youngest child was Judy Dudley. She was 18 years old. Judy was somewhat reserved. Most people considered Judy smart, though she would make clear to them she had to work her ass off for her grades. She hated that learning and understanding did not come as easily to her as it did for Victor. She was also jealous that her brothers were athletic, while often she considered herself somewhat of a klutz. Having 2 brothers, Judy was tough when she needed to be. Stuart looked like a giant when he stood next to Judy, who stood barely 5 foot and 4 inches tall. With her small size, and especially when the other girls eyed her beauty, they mistakenly thought Judy could be pushed around. With most rivals, she could better than stand her own. Judy had long black hair that naturally curled at the ends, though sometimes she helped with that natural curl. She had deep blue eyes that at times had a cheerful sparkle, while at other times had a rather penetrating look, as though she could see right through a person. There was something about the Dudley family that attracted people to them in the touristy college town of Hearthville, Georgia. The family, both singularly and together, were well known to the locals. Chapter 2 of Envy is a Terrible Thing that is part of the Hearthville Serial. Chapter 2. Elliot pulled the golf cart around and called to his wife, who was standing on the porch. "Tell our darlings to get a move on. I'd like for us to get to the beach before nightfall." Judy called from in the house. "Mom, do you have the suntan lotion?" Ellen called back. "Everything we need is in the beach bag with the chairs and the cooler on the golf cart." Ellen smiled as she noticed how much stuff Elliot had loaded onto the golf cart. She laughed. You may have to check the bridge clearance at the pedestrian pass to make sure that you don't knock everything off. Elliot nodded. I do have it stacked up there on top pretty good. That luggage rack Victor designed for the golf cart is ace. I love it. Victor came out of the house. He wore a fedora hat and dark sunglasses. He was wearing a surfer swimsuit colored with black and white checkers. He had a Marilyn Monroe beach towel draped around his neck. Ellen looked at her son's stomach. Do you have abs painted on? No, they're real. I'm greased up most excellent with coconut oil that does make my abs look more noticeable. Victor put his arm under his mother's nose. Can you smell the oil? I smell so good. Ellen pushed Victor's arm away from her nose. Don't come crying to me when you're in pain from the sunburn this first official day of summer. Judy came out of the house onto the porch with the looks of a bikini princess. She spun around like a runway model. Then she took a step and stumbled. She caught the white rail of the porch. Then she stepped back. Ellen admired her daughter dressed in a pink bikini swimsuit. She wore a thin white see-through cover-up over her suit. Elliot, I hope you packed a shotgun. Judy's going to have the boys fighting over her like we were in a saloon in a Western. Mom, you know I will give no one encouragement. I have a boyfriend, Steve Ramsey. I thought Victor had chased him off. Victor smiled. Not yet. Victor tipped his fedora hat from his head to reveal his messy hair. He put his hat on Judy. With a smile, she began to model it in poses. Victor laughed as he took his hat back. You silly. I was going to say the hat should help chase the boys away, but the hat looks better on you than me. Using a cane, Stuart came out of the house. He was wearing a plain gray boxer-style swimsuit. He had a solid white beach towel draped around his neck. Stuart looked at Judy. Where's your beach towel? Oh, crap. Let me go back and find one. Victor said, there are a couple laying on my bed. Judy ran back inside. I said, we are never going to make it to the beach today. Ellen said, dear, it's not even 9 yet. Stop rushing us. Stuart asked, is there a reason that you're in a hurry to get to the beach? Ellie said, I guess not. No reason. Ellen said, they are going to have a raffle drawing, and if your father's number is called and he isn't there, they will draw again. Your father is hoping to win, like we ever win anything. Judy came running out of the house. Victor, you forgot your phone, and Jack Minks was calling. He's wondering where you are. I told him that we're on the way. Judy handed Victor his phone. Stuart said, so Jack Minks is in town and will be at the beach? Yeah, the band finished their last club date in Atlanta last weekend. He has a 3-week break. Judy said, I like Jack. Stuart said, he's okay. It just kind of bothers me that some people think that Victor is his boyfriend. Victor said, Jack is my friend just like Harry Walsh is your friend. Stuart said, I know. I'm sorry I said anything. Victor said, no, that's cool. I know some people might think I'm gay because Jack is gay. I don't really care. Oh, he said, can we get to the beach already? I said, yeah. Kids, let us get to the beach. And I won. In full disclosure, I was playing chess earlier and I really lost it bad, so I had to redo the video. I did. I lost it bad. Chess game I lost. Now, I won a solitaire game. This is the first time I played it. But, yeah, I lost that chess game bad. If the chess game had been a good game, you know, I would have went on and posted the video, but it was a lousy game. It was bad. It was bad. The solitaire game, I won it, and I only played it once. What you saw there was the first game I played. But I had Fitz loading the dang thing. It just kept wanting to show advertisement after advertisement after advertisement. Which, yeah, I get needed money. I mean, I need money too. But, so, yeah. I had been streaming over on kick.com, and I've got angry with them. I won't go into all of it. I don't want to bore you with the details of it. But I still have an account there, but I don't think I'm going to stream there anymore. My plan now is just to concentrate on my ebooks, videos for YouTube, and videos for Rumble. That's my plan. Much thanks for watching and listening. I do appreciate it more than you'll ever realize.